see.
An Istik allowed to soil our halls? Chicken.
I would love just some more comments on Lae'zel defending us. That would be awesome. Maybe that happens if you have a better relationship with her. But it's good. It's more than I expected. Almost as good as our relationship with Shadowheart.
Despite everything.
Who would have guessed?
Kith'rak will cheer up when we find it.
I think we all will, when this pestilent search is finally over.
Please, Chitrai, I can explain. The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the Astral Prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight. Chitrai, we could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the Astral Prism, Therezzyn. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says. She remains your Kith'rak. For now.
Yeah. One more charming than the other. So I guess the Inquisition is like their control mechanism, kinda. They have this barrier, but I mean, she just got the gemstone, right? Okay, let's have a look how this... Oh, great. They're munching on some, I think, absolute cultists. I think it's the ones we saw in the beginning. Okay, let's talk to her.
An Istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
The Istik is with me, honored Kith'rak.
So noted. But my question goes unanswered. Do you bring the weapon?
Don't tell her anything.
Not planning on doing that. Another comment just. Did you see that Shadowheart had to roll some checks if she was frightened or not because of the wolves here? It's also tied to her to the sequence we saw when she was very small and ran away from the wolves. It's quite a nice detail. Seek an audience with your Inquisitor. There's a traitor among you.
He speaks the truth, Kith'rak.
Just deflect.
Sherlock? Among us? Whom would you accuse?
Yeah, the doctor, I guess. Probably not. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Your doctor.
The Gustil? A strong accusation from the mouth of an Istik. The very same said to hold the weapon we seek.
How do you know that?
Shema Zalavlakith. Give it to me!
How does she know we have the artifact? Does she just sense it? I will not.
No! Then I will take it from your corpse!
I have to say, I'm surprised by lots of things that she knows. Also that Lae'zel doesn't interfere at all. I mean, thanks for the support. Oh, she knows run. I don't think there are many ways to run. But I mean, here we have like 2 Githyanki and 2 wolves. That should be okay. Just say I'm kind of scared of casting haste, because I don't know how long I can maintain my concentration. So let's just burn things. 20. I don't think cutting words will make it. Hey, it worked. Run away. Go Gale. At least Shadowheart currently is not frightened. That's quite nice to hear. And let's just do more fire. Hey, nice, we got a level up. And we probably should rest soon. Probably this fight will go better than I expected.
my way.
Wait.
Let's end this.
Though I gotta say, I'm quite curious what happens if you give her the artifact. I was like, I don't know. So far, the artifact seems to try to stick to us. So I'm not really sure. Come on. Maybe I should do the 40%. It's okay. I was just thinking about disabling the Great Weapon Mastery. But yeah, so far the artifact always tried to stick to us. So I'm wondering if you could even part it from you, or if you could just resist. 40%, and I just hit 1 out of 4 times.
Let's finish this.
It'd be nice to kill her. Come on. So close. I don't really want you to act. I think there's no way around that. Run away.
Sharlak,
Come on,
God,
just...
a betrayer.
Nice. Okay. What? It was just one shot and it was 27? Oh my. Oh my. Okay, so they're onto us. Yo, Scratch, avenge me. Or not. Just two-hitted me. Insane. I mean, one attack was critical, so... I guess it's okay. Come on, die. Parried. Damn fighters. Okay, first things first, let's cast Healing Word on us. Just as free HP, so...
Time to strike.
Unleash me.
Okay, let's do it like that. Let's use Magic Missile. So we just definitely heal her. Then we have Lae'zel free and she can attack this. Perfect. Okay, Gale. Nice. Here we have 2 more, I think. That should be manageable.
Time to press ahead.
Let's hide here so we don't get another attack. Healing potion.
My faith will protect me. I am fury.
I am death. I see there are more and more entering.
Taking position.
Anyway. Let's take you out. I have to say, Misty Step is probably one of my most used spells in tabletop D&D, because it's just a bonus action, and especially if you can't reach some things, it's really nice. Are we gonna just long rest after this fight? Probably. I hope I can long rest, especially here. I can't long rest, I can see that with the red. Nice. Would have liked to close the door. Come on, don't shoot me again.
Too much to bear.
Yeah, let's use Cutting Words. And we survived.
No, leave your face and shit it out.
Go Scratch. Bite him. Nice. Revenge. The main downside of the spiritual weapon is it is quite slow. Let's try to target her. Nice.
May it please, Mistra.
And now it's her turn. The one with the colorful hair. Gaping wounds do Additional damage.
Swift and lethal.
Hey, you just moved into my bonking area. Go. Not enough movement. Maybe.
On the move.
Then I have to use you too far away. And let's just shoot you. Or not.
On my feet.
To focus.
I think with Shadowheart I will not use more spell slots just to keep them just in case. Let's close the door so whoever this is here can't shoot through it. Nice. Come on. Nice. Though it would have been smarter to first shove away Scratch. But not gonna complain about that. Hi. Okay, how many Githyanki do we have to fight? Just 2. That's okay. That we can manage.
Indeed.
Victory awaits.
Lae'zel.
Taste my fury.
Nice. Wow. He's a menace.
Eyes roll in my favor.
Perfect.
She wasn't the one pulling the strings here.
Whew.
That took
We
the
did
edge
it.
off.
We survived. And so far we killed half the Creche. Let's see. We can peek with the dead.
The corpse does not respond.
Apparently not. Interesting. No one does here. Let's see if the Kith'rak has anything interesting to loot. Ooh, a Soulbreaker greatsword. That sounds really nice. Also the gift shard. Let's equip the sword with Lae'zel. And let's see if it does more damage. It's exactly the same, but it has another specific attack. And you gain +2 bonus to initiative rolls. Okay. Soulbreaker. Action. Rend the enemy's body and soul and possibly stun them. That's cool. That's lots of damage. 2d6 + 15. Awesome. Let's take it. Hey Lae'zel, now you have a silver sword
Long road.
for Kith'rak.
Step forward.
Yay! Your dream came true. Another Githyanki greatsword. Okay, before we walk around some more, I would definitely go to the level up section. Let's see new things we get. This map has an active improvised cartography. It highlights the area of these shadow-cursed lands explored by Githyanki scouts. Evidently, their forces are getting closer and closer to Moonrise Towers.
A map of the Sword Coast. My people have scouted well beyond the temple.
The stone disc has Githyanki runes carved into it. Below them is drawn a translation into the common tongue. Be aware, cultists must be captured on sight. Interrogations swift but effective. Search for the artifact thorough. Priority 1. But apparently not successful. And still weird that she knew we had it. Like, is it an aura? Or like a spell? I don't know. Okay, level up. And hey, it means level 4 spells. Let's see what we can do. Confusion, at least in 5e, isn't that cool, my opinion. Dimension Door is like a Misty Step in way more powerful, so can move up to way greater distance, and you can also take one ally with you. I think I'm gonna take Greater Invisibility. It's like invisibility, but greater. No, it means that invisibility isn't broken when you do things like attack or use objects or anything. Can still do concentration on that though. Do I want to change any spell I never use? I think Tasha City is Laughter. So what can we take instead? Let's take Fairy Fire. Nicer spell anyway. Yeah, many more spells you can learn as a wizard. Banishment, Light. We take a conjure spell, so we can, well, conjure a minor elemental which will fight alongside us. Oh, that's nice. Fire Shield. Oh, like that you can retaliate against melee attacks. It sounds nice. But the thing is, I'm not really sure, like, if enemies will just not attack you anymore. Killer, Polymorph. Polymorph is also fun. Ah, but it's different in the game. Transform a creature into a harmless sheep. If the sheep's hit points drop to 0, the target reverts to original form with its original hit points. That's different. Because like usually with Polymorph you can, you have like some rules and restrictions, but in general you are like very free in what to transform someone into. So it can also be something advantageous, so that you, I don't know, transform an ally into a giant ape or something. So a bit like Wild Shape. Never want to take Dimension Door. Polymorph is pointless in this game. Yeah, it's just so different. And I mean, it's like, it's also just for 5 turns, so it's a bit like, I don't know, it's like a whole person or something, or whole creature. I don't know. Let's take... Blight is not an AoE, it's just one target. I can't decide. Let's take Dimension Door. Yeah, maybe that will be useful sometime. I guess. I think for the beginning we're mainly using the summon spell anyway.
Find me.
Right. Yay, more spells. More deciding. At least we don't have to decide on what we are learning. We take Banishment. And Death Ward is kind of fun. So, yeah, the next time you would go unconscious, so to 0 hit points, you just drop to 1 instead. Can be situationally quite useful. Oh, or Guardian of Faith. Let's take Guardian of Faith and Death Ward. Okay, and last but not least, the easiest, our fighter. Get another die. Ooh, and we get 2 more maneuvers. Precision attack. You can spend a superiority die to add it to the result to an attack roll. That's nice. Attack. Disadvantage on attacking any other creature. Fending attack deals more damage. But you use both your action and bonus action on a turn to attack your target. Nah. Distracting. post. So many options. Monster creature misses you with a melee attack, expend its superiority die to retaliate with a powerful strike that deals an additional 1d8 damage. Let's take that one. That sounds fun.
Looking ahead. Best be on my way.
Okay. I wonder if I go just outside here, if I can rest. Or if now everything is red. No, I could rest here. You know what? I'm going to do that. I am resting here. I think that's smart. I hope there are no time...
I'm done.
Ah.
I can't wait to sleep.
Just hope there's no, like, timed encounters or something. But we will see. And let's talk with Lae'zel. I think she will have something to say.
To the Inquisitor at the Creche. The Zaithisk's failure must be reported.
Okay. Edgery with a single egg. How many does a clutch usually contain?
Kalir's clutch held 3
It
dozen
proves.
eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
That's insanely many. So what's wrong with the Creche Y'llek? They don't have any. If I may say so, Githyanki look quite humanoid. How did you evolve to lay eggs?
Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans.
Yeah.
Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous
Interesting.
to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Well, there are things you can do against that, Lae'zel, but, well. Does not care we murdered half this place. Apparently not. Who does the laying? I'm curious about the logistics.
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they
Control-free.
must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once.
But at least that explains why the hatchery was completely empty. They are timed. Interesting.
Go on then.
The more you learn about Githyanki biology. But also weird that the Queen can just decide that, kinda. Just everything's so controlled and so forced. The Creche training room was illuminating. Are Gith instructors always so brutal?
My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves
Nice.
culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell.
Wow. That's awful. Is life not precious to Githyanki?
Not every life is equal. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. Their lives were not precious. They were a blight that required expunging. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith Devenzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
Oh, Lae'zel. Oh, Lae'zel. I can't even comment on that. But yeah, the indoctrination runs very strong in her. I wanted to ask you about the disc from the Creche we found, the one about Orpheus.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but there's a common speech translation beneath, carved in a different hand. It's a story about Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
She looks more like completely annoyed. Yeah, it's kind of like Spartan culture, true that. Like, just the strong survive and just like sorting through the warriors and everything. He's Orpheus.
A traitor. A dead one. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it.
I mean, we just read it, so I don't think it will be necessary to have her read it. And that's fine. I'll read it on my own time.
If you must. Nothing good can come of it.
Why are you so... You're so afraid of a single text. Something is wrong about your education.
Not the resounding success we were hoping for. Still, the price of ambition is occasionally catastrophic failure. At least our skulls remain intact.
Ever the optimist, Gale. Did you not find the Githyanki tablet in the tower in the Underdark? I did. You mean the one which kind of teaches you also the language,
So,
right?
the Githyanki have no cure for our condition. Unless you count death as a cure. I won't pretend to be surprised.
Same. I can't say I disagree.
I'm not surprised that the Gith's insane device didn't remove our tadpoles. I'm just disappointed.
That sounds like mom language. I'm not angry, just disappointed.
The menacing Githyanki machine and its jagged pincers held no cure at all. Who could have thought?
I love that everyone agrees. Besides Lae'zel. Karlach.
Another dead end. If the tadpole doesn't kill us, trying to cure it just might.
Alright. Let's sleep. But yeah. I don't think we will get rid of the tadpole so fast. It doesn't seem like that. It seems very insistent on staying. Okay. Let's leave camp and slaughter more Githyanki. Explore some more. Kinda doesn't work to leave the camp. Anyway. Prepare our spells and then try again.
Still alive.
He scratched.
Dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What you've got there, Scratch? This time.
I don't know. Well, maybe you can tell me.
An agate.
All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Oh. Head. Take every excuse to pet more dogs. Yeah. Okay, once again. Now it works.
Have to keep going.
No one cleaned up during our camp. No one cares. Did we read the Githyanki oils? Yeah, we did. Okay.
Who would be...
Oh.
Oh.
Aria's
It is
talking.
you. Make haste. We have business to conduct.
Ah, it's the voice of the Inquisitor, isn't it? I think that's it. It's not the barrier speaking. But I mean, I wouldn't have been too surprised. That's not a good thing that he knows you. Yeah, and that he wants to talk with us.
Foreboding than the rest of the village.
He expected us to go down here.
I'll breathe easier once we're gone from here.
Yeah, I guess as a disciple of Shah,
Sounds like a daunting chap. Who knows?
this whole Lathander theme
Perhaps
isn't too
he'll
nice.
answer our questions.
Much light.
Never been that simple before. Don't know why it would be now.
Ah. This is going to be bad. Nah, I don't have a bad feeling at all. We're just walking into Githyanki who are prepared to meet us. Surely this is not a trap. But the Lathander temple is looking quite cool. Yeah, you know, let's do a normal save.